Hey friends, quick joke to start us off. Why did the kite go to school? Because it wanted to be a little brighter. Welcome to Daily Pakistan Funny News Free, your daily dose of Pakistan funny news. Today, we play a speedy game called Two Truths and a Tall Tale. Ready? Let's go!
Here are the rules. I will read 3 short lines about everyday things, like a school, a weather surprise, or a community event. 2 lines are true, and 1 is a tall tale, which means it's silly and impossible. You try to guess which one is the tall tale. Be kind with your guesses. And remember, this is a game to help us learn how to spot exaggeration.
Round 1. Listen carefully. Line A, a neighborhood school in Lahore planted a small vegetable garden so students could learn about plants. Line B, the school announced that every student would now bring a pet camel to class for show and tell. Line C, local students organized a lunchtime recycling club to collect plastic bottles for art projects. Which one do you think is the tall tale?
Oh, wow. Camels at show and tell would be a party. I'm guessing that's the tall tale.
Spot on. Line B is the tall tale. That's the silly one. The real facts, schools planting small gardens and students running recycling clubs are both common, kid-friendly projects that help everyone learn. If you hear something that sounds huge or hard to imagine, like bringing a camel to every class, that's a clue it might be a tall tale.
Round 2. Ready? Line A. A Karachi community organized a kite flying day where kids shared spare kites with others. Line B. Weather reporters said an overnight storm turned the whole city into a giant swimming pool and ferries began regular routes downtown. Line C. A local library started a story hour where children tell short tales and then draw pictures about them. Which one feels like the tall tale? Take a second to picture it. Shared kites, library story hour, or a city turned into a giant swimming pool. My guess is the swimming pool is the tall tale. What do you think?
I agree. The giant swimming pool sounds like the tall tale. Community kite days and library story hours are lovely and real things that happen all the time.
Yep, line B is the tall tale. The other 2 are sweet, real activities. Sharing kites helps friends and neighbors have fun, and story hours at libraries are great for imagination. When a report sounds dramatic in a way that would be easy to notice everywhere, pause and think, does this match what I know about how things usually are?
Round 3. Last one. And try your best detective ears. Line A. In a small town, volunteers painted a crosswalk in bright colors to help kids feel safer walking to school. Line B. A neighborhood held a surprise morning concert where musicians played on rooftops and thousands of birds joined in to dance. Line C. A health center hosted a free checkup day where nurses taught hand-washing songs to children. Which one sounds like our tall tale?
Thousands of birds joining a concert? That paints a wild picture. I think that's the tall tale. The painted crosswalks and health center events sound like the helpful, real news items.
Right again. Line B is our tall tale. Volunteers painting crosswalks and health centers teaching hand washing with songs are real, easy-to-imagine community actions. The bird concert is a fun idea, but it's silly enough to be a tall tale. Remember, tall tales often use dramatic words like thousands or things happening all at once. That's a hint.
Media tip 1. A quick clue checklist you can use. Ask, does this sound possible? Are there only big, dramatic words and no simple details? Do the details match what I already know? If an idea seems extra, it might be a tall tale. Practicing this helps you stay curious and safe when you hear stories.
Media tip 2. How to ask kind questions and check simply. You can say, that sounds amazing. Where did you read it? Or, can we look this up together? For kids, checking a library book, a trusted school notice, or asking a teacher or parent are great ways to confirm simple facts. Always ask gently.
Quick recap and a tiny challenge. Today we learned 3 lessons. 1. Everyday community news often includes schools, weather, and helpful neighbors. 2. Tall tales use big, impossible images. And 3. Asking simple, kind questions helps you figure out what's true. Your mini challenge? This afternoon, find one silly sentence at home or at school and guess whether it's a tall tale. Then try the checklist we used.
Thanks for playing Two Truths in a Tall Tale with me. If you laughed or learned even one thing, tell someone and bring them along tomorrow. Subtle ask, if you like this game, share it with a friend or teacher who might use it for a quick classroom warm-up. Final joke to sign off. Why don't secrets fly kites? Because they might let the truth slip. See you tomorrow for another quick game.